Oh, what's up, everybody? And just like that, we are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another edition, if you will, another episode, mind you. It is PHCU Sports' very own. I am the professor. Welcome back to Friday Night Hype Hour. It's the Friday eve of every youth football game that's going down on this Saturday here in the Carolinas. So you know we got to make some hype about it. You already know how it goes. What's up, everybody? How has your weekend been? What y'all up to? Hopefully you had a blessed week. It's Friday and I just got paid. Come on, act the donkey if you will. If you wanna, y'all already know how it goes down. What's happening, everybody? Hope everybody is doing okay. Getting ready for some of the game of the week nights going down tonight. Bishop England takes on Woodland. Woodland travels down over there. That should be a good game. Woodland looking to come back with the dub. Of course, Bishop England trying to shut it down and showing why they are a dominant force. So we look forward to seeing those scores and everything pop up later on. Meantime, in between time, we sit back, relax, and get ready for two games back to back, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, we travel to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where it is the Megalodons. Myrtle Beach taking on Santee Panthers. We're going up there tomorrow. A little GP, man, a little road trip, if you will. Myself and the student will be in the booth kicking the truth when it comes to the youth. You guys are not going to believe this. This team already making a little noise, making some ripples in the water as Sharks do. Making some ripples in the water already, getting people's attention by coming out being a new team and making this little bit of noise. They may not be undefeated. They may not have came down and whooped everybody, but they're ruffling some feathers. How long will this ripple last? You know, like Stevie Wonder says, we gonna see. We'll check them out here soon tomorrow. Also, we're throwing in a live stream. Which one? We don't know yet. 8U, 10U, or 12U. We'll let them decide. But we're definitely looking forward to traveling out there tomorrow morning. First thing, myself and the student be out there kicking it with them and having fun and seeing what this new team out of Myrtle Beach is all about. All right, so make sure you tune in. Your team is playing this weekend. Make sure when we put up the post about dropping them scores, drop them scores. We want to see, we want to know what's going on with you and yours all weekend long. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's no different than any other night. Legendary, iconic. We have a guest with us tonight. Joining me is none other than the young man straight out of Sparkle City. That's right, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all remember the, what's the name of the food joint up there? The Beacon? I think it's called The Beacon. Yeah, man. Come on, man. You got to know about Spartanburg a little bit. One of my favorite spots to go out to when I'm up there. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you, straight from the Spartanburg Gators, it's none other than Big Jake in the building. What's going on? Jake, how you feel?
Good.
Doing all right? Can you hear me? Oh, let's make sure. Jake, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Did we freeze up?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jake has he hasn't know I don't know if he knows this or not, but he's been sent videos have been sent to our DMs for a couple of weeks now, and this young man is just phenomenal. You haven't been watching that South Carolina youth page, and you are definitely missing out because it's been posted on there too. But I was thankful enough to get them privately sent to me to make and ensure that I wasn't going to miss out on this young man right here. Jake is 11 years old, playing with the 11U Spartanburg Gators. Uh, Jake, how long you been playing football? What age did you start? Let me ask you that.
Six. 6 you.
6 years old. Okay, great age to start. Great age to start. How was it the first time going out there, putting on those pads for the first time? What was going through your mind?
I really didn't know.
were you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, right? You don't know what to expect. You don't know really fully what to do just yet. Just getting out there, trying to have fun, if you will. All right, cool. Let's ask a couple personal questions. Let's get into some stuff. At 11 years old, how tall are you?
5'11".
About 5'11". Okay, all right, that's pretty tall. Pretty tall for an 11-year-old. Uh, Big man on the line. What position you play?
D line and nose guard. Offensive line and nose guard.
Offensive line. Where we guard, tackle,
I play right guard.
right guard. Okay, right guard, and on defense, nose. My goodness, you've got to be giving those centers you got to be giving those centers nightmares, man.
Yes, sir.
Little something, okay. All right, don't be humble, man. You supposed to pop your stuff, man. It's all good. You here with me. You deserve to pop your stuff. If you get inside here, you deserve to pop your stuff. I understand to be humble a little bit, but come on, man. Humble didn't get you right here. Humble didn't get you here on the Friday Night Hype. I get it. I get it. What's probably the most what keeps you playing football? What is it about football that keeps you going back?
Like most games, some games like under them lights, it's a different mindset. It's
Mm,
and getting a play when some people can't is just different.
yeah. All right. What's going through Big Jake's mind when you're getting ready for a game? Is it music? Is it something that you just kind of just staying focused? You're not listening to nothing. What's going through your mind right before you get ready for a game? The ride to the game, you get to the field, everything. What's going through your mind?
Music, music, just displaying everything to a football game. To be honest, if you think about
Yeah. So it's the music. I don't even know. I might know some of the people you listen to. What do you listen to on the way to the game? Or who do you listen to?
it, I'm gonna have to listen to Baby Drill, Baby Kia, sometimes Lil Boost.
Okay. Everybody's little. It's a baby or little. I got you. I got you. It's all good. It's all good. Boozy will get me hyped up. I ain't gonna lie. Boozy will get you hyped up. Boozy will get you hyped up. So I definitely believe in the Boozy stuff. All right, let's talk a little bit about school. What are them grades like? What them grades looking like? 'Cause you had progress reports just not too long ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, amazing how I know all that stuff. What were those grades looking like?
Uh-huh. Well, I had like two A's, a B, and one C.
Ooh, what was the C in?
Think I'm pretty sure it was science.
In science? Okay. So long as it wasn't in no math and English, man. You know, cats be killing me with the two. I see that they're a little bit simple, but definitely with math, you don't want to be down on that on math. Uh, so we got a couple. We got A, B's, and C's pretty much across the board. I like that. A, B, and C. What is your favorite subject?
Math.
Ooh, there you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Now, what is the least favorite subject?
Mm, Either it's either English or social studies.
Ooh, English or social studies. All right. All right. English, social studies. I'm writing all this down. So one day you become famous. I'll come back and say, remember when I interviewed you? And this is what you said right here. And we break all that stuff down and go all over again. and hit you with the same stuff and see if you keep the same mentality. All right. What do you like to do? What do you like to do in your spare time? You're not playing football. There's no school. You don't have homework. What is Big Jake doing?
Training.
Training. Ooh, wee. All right. So when we say training, some people go through uh, different styles of training. Your alignment, for the most part. So is your training any different from a skill? What they call skill players, running backs, wide receivers, things like that. What is a typical day or morning of training like for Jake?
First, I go run a mile, like run, like from my house, it's a training track, so I run to the training track. I'll probably run um 4 suicides and run back to the house, and then I'll work on technique. Then I'll take a shower. Then like later in the day, not later, but after that, I'll take a shower. Then I'll have football practice.
Right. Okay. All right. So go through the training. Go through the training, a mile run in the morning. Go through some techniques, things like that. I like that. I like that. Is it something that you have to have somebody with you, or you typically do that on your own?
I usually go with my dad, and he'll walk, but I'll jog around.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't have to say that part. Don't worry about what Dad doing. You the one trying to get right. You telling
Oh,
on you.
and I run hills too.
What? No. And that's what makes see that man, we don't have enough hills down here in the low country. I can tell you that right now. I'm a huge
Uh,
fan of hills because I was watching a couple of more of the videos last night, right? So and the technique of how you lock in to a defender when you're blocking is so textbook that somebody can use that in their class. You like literally locked in under them shoulder pads, man, and you took that kid. I don't. You about got out the camera. The camera was sitting there watching you the whole time, and you about pushed that kid right out the end zone, and then you had the audacity, if you will, to jog back to the huddle. Lord have mercy. Yeah, you don't see that. I'm just saying you don't see that. You don't see that often from a lot of cats. And I think it's more of this, right? Everybody can do the eye test right now and look at Jake and say, Jake is a big dude. Jake is 5'11. Jake is probably 200 plus. Yes. But what you normally think when you look at a young man this size, his age, that tall, he's not athletic. He's not going to move. He's not going to have no feet up under him. He's not going to be quick enough. Anything. Do you ever get players? Do you ever get people like that think that well he's not going to be quick enough. He's not going to move, or they just kind of fear you from the size.
size and they underestimate. Like
Yeah.
I feel with the hills, we usually either bear crawl up the hills, sprint up the hills, or we'll work up pulling up the hills.
Yeah.
Like kind of, yeah, we pull up the hill too.
Yeah. I mean that. Listen, I think, believe it or not, I don't want to throw a wrench into your training. But I just saw it was just yesterday morning. I was watching some videos. I saw these guys going backwards up the hill, bear crawling backwards up the hill, backwards, like literally facing down the hill, but bear crawling backwards up the hill. I don't know what it does, but I know that had to been gruesome because back in the days when we had to do hills, it was nothing pretty. It was nothing pretty. Um, Do you ever find yourself just some days it's like not wanting to go to train? How is that mentality? Like you got to get up, I got to go train. Oh my gosh, it's just maybe not today. Are there days off for you?
Sometimes, but like what you said, once I wake up, I'm not in the mood. But like when I get up, I put them shoes on and I get dressed. I
Yeah,
probably won't.
Do you think that that's what makes a difference between you and other players?
Very.
I mean, then it's a like I said, the mentality of don't stop. You got to outwork. You got to outwork the next guy. You got to work while they sleep. That type of thing, I think, is always important. But as adults, we got to get up every morning and go to work. It's not a question of if I have to go to work. I got to go to work. Got to keep the lights on. I got to keep the bills. Got to keep the bill man off my back and things like that. You're 11 years old. You know what I mean? You don't have no bills. You're blessed to have the lights on, be able to play football and do all that stuff. What makes you wanna what makes you wanna be what makes you wanna be this style athlete?
Like I said, I kind of took a break from football after 8 years, and I
Okay.
well, 8 years. So I left 8 years. I came back 9 years, and I played out for 9 years, 10 years, and 11 years. So
All right.
I
Why?
feel it was
Go ahead.
better.
Okay. What made you take the break?
I thought I didn't like it like that. Like I ain't think it was good. And then when I came back, I still didn't think it was good. So I seen my cousin start getting into these tournaments and stuff. Like he got into like one of them that won the ring. So that thought they made me want to work harder and harder. So
Right.
I like when I went to my first Showtime tournament, I was so happy we won the championship by like 3 points. We had to beat the other teams, so we won the whole championship.
And that was gonna be my next question. What's the what are the tournaments other than Showtime? Showtime is definitely up there. Al Spears throws one heck of a tournament. Uh, what other ones would you like to get into that maybe you haven't seen yet, or you just kind of open minded to any and all of them?
I went to a bunch. I think I went to not everyone, but I did try FBU last year. We the first team in South Carolina to make it to the championship, and
So wait, you're at FBU,
yeah, I went to FBU last year.
so you had to. I mean, I had to have seen you then, man. FBU when South Carolina played North Carolina, right?
No, no, that this was last year.
Okay,
No, no, because our like sixth grade, seventh grade, and the ninth grade, they had to play to get in.
right.
That's what you talking about.
Okay,
So like the tell you didn't have to like they didn't have to play to get in. They were automatically in the tournament.
I do remember that. I do remember that, and them skipping an age group. Yep, to get in, because the other team. I don't even know if the other team had a 10U or something like that. I forgot what it was, but I do remember that because I was there last year calling the games. Phenomenal set of games, and we hope to get back there again this year if they're having games hosted here in South Carolina or North Carolina. We'll go to either one. But all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, you got some people already tuning in. Uh, John Moore says, nephew, you already know what to do. You already know.
What's up, John Mo?
Hey, hey, and that's John Moore from the Chargers.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, man! Listen, ask him about me, man. Me and him go way back when he used to come down to the Midlands and play in the SC Sunday Showcase, man. That's where I met him. Good brother. He's been solid in the same ever since. His son can ball out too now. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to see some highlights of his son. His son can ball out too. Zay Morans, what's up, man? You already know what's going on, brother. Hey, Cameron Evans, what's
What's
going
up, Cam?
on?
What's up, Cam?
There it is. There it is. And Alan Lee said it did a great job announcing too. Appreciate you, Alan. Appreciate you, man. We trying to show out just a little something, just a little TT, like we say down there in the low country. Try to show out just a little TT. Carolina Elite Panthers hit squad in the building. What's up, Panthers? Huh? What does do? What it do? Now, in talking to Jake earlier, a little bit of frustration kicked in. We got sidetracked on a conversation. I don't know what's going on up there in the upstate, man. But y'all get y'all games together. This young brother says he's only played like 1.5 games, man. Y'all get them
Talk
makeup
about it, man.
games in there.
Talk about it.
Let this
Talk
man,
about
yeah, right. We kind of, he did say we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. But at the end of the day, I think Jake, what people don't get is, you work hard all week. That's just like mom or dad going to work all week, and then all of a sudden the bank not giving them their money. That's exactly how that feels. It was like kind of all for nothing type stuff. You know what I mean? So we don't ever want to get like that. Let these guys go out there and ball and do what he's got to do. L Biggs, NC Big Scat in the building. Listen, if you guys just now tuning in, man, we're talking to Big Jake, straight out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, Sparkle City. It's the Gators in the building. Young man is 11 years old, 5'11", 200 plus, and ain't playing no games. No games. So, Jake, offense and defense, if you had the opportunity to pick one, which one would it be?
Mm, really? I don't know. I really start on both. If you think about it, I just didn't start after a tournament,
Right.
and
But
I
what's
not.
going to do it? What's going to eventually happen soon, right? Especially for you, which is a blessing. When you start getting up there to high school and things of that nature, you're gonna have to pick one. You have to pick a side. You have to pick a side to go to, and majority of the time that's what it is, and that's cool. So start thinking about that. Have that set in the back of your mind. Which craft have you pushed harder on, whether it be offense or defense? Not a lot of people, be honest with you, not a lot of people would pick offense. But at your size and the way you're going right now, excuse me, just being 11 years old, man, you're far from done growing. You're far from done. What size cleats do you wear?
13 and a half.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What? This is grown man business. This is grown man. 13 and a man. Come on. I don't even know where you find. I don't even know where you would even look for a 30. I wear a size 12, but golly, man. Oh man, this is big. This is big man business down in the trenches. But anyways, yeah, you'd have to pick an offense or a defense. It's got to be something about football that makes you go back. Is it the hitting? Is it the grunt work? The something? What makes you keep going back every week? What makes you keep going to practice? Other than mom and dad making you go and drive you to practice because they pay their registration fee. What makes you keep going back?
Mm, extra work in practice.
Yeah. All right. Mike Jackson, books and ball, young man. That's right. Definitely got to be a student athlete. Student athlete. Well, Mike, hey, if you don't know, I know you're probably just tuning in, getting at home from off a hard work week. This young man, A, B's, and C's. All right. Only one C. Excuse me. Them C's with an S. All right. It's plural. One C. This young man has one C. We already figured it out. All right. It was social studies, which, come on. Other than South Carolina, who cares about the other states? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. He's gonna get it up. He'll get it up. He'll get it up. I bet you. I bet you. This young man started about 4 or 5 years old, 5, 6 years old, excuse me, 5 or 6 years old. Took a break later on because, everybody's had that young student athlete that just, hey, is this for me? Is this for me? Is this the route I want to go? It gets tough. The practices get a little gruesome. You got to figure out where you fit in. Found out, probably saw some friends, some family members playing their games, and they're all hyped up, talking their stories. Young man decides to come back in. Let's give it another run, and has been balling ever since. All right. Favorite subject is math. Least favorite subject, social studies, a little English, that type of thing. You're typical. You're typical. All right, Jake. As we proceed, what's your favorite college? What college team do you follow?
Texas.
Texas. Okay.
One I didn't tell you probably one I didn't tell you probably Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Okay. We'll get into that. And that was going to be the follow up question. If you had an opportunity to get 3 letters inside of your mailbox tomorrow from colleges, which 3 schools would they be? So I'm assuming Texas is one of them. Texas. Who's the other two? You said Notre Dame,
Alabama.
Notre Dame, and Alabama. All right, all right. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, but I mean SEC is SEC. SEC is SEC. Big D Bennett, it's a Bennett thing. They wouldn't understand it. What's going on, fam? What's going on, Coach D? Well, you've been quiet this season. You've been quiet this season. You ain't making too much noise. You already know how it goes down, man. Big Unc always got you, man. We holding it down. Still holding down the fort, man. Still here for the kids, doing what we do, and gotta love it. All right, Jake, football, if football didn't work out, what would you want to be when you grow up? When career wise, something you would want to do if football didn't work?
Mm, really? Be a trainer if that really don't work out.
Okay. Training,
Or building. I like building.
build. All right. Engineering, right? It depends on if you want to be the one building it, cool. You want to be the one designing it, you can go, there's different ways. There's different ways. Engineer, trainer, something like that. Cool. Because that's training. You can always come back and give back to your community. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with getting paid to be a trainer. Also, so there's different avenues you can take with it. You can give back to the younger kids and stuff like that by helping them, 8, 9, 10, 11 year olds, to get rock and right with them. Definitely get it. Definitely get it. In your spare time, right now, he always says several times, ask the same question. This young man trains. He said, oh, somebody said no South Carolina. Cameron Evans says no South Carolina. Come on, Big Jake. Hey, listen, man. Not everybody want to be a chicken. Not everybody want to be a chicken. All right, I'm just saying. Hey, listen, I like it. I like it. My guy, one of our people down here in Cross, South Carolina, Big Cross, not the little one, is going. It's getting ready to go to South Carolina. Shout out to Caden Ramsey, right here down in Cross, South Carolina. Just signed and getting ready to go to South Carolina next year after graduation. So we'll see what it do. Yeah, man, you already know how we get down, big dog. You already know how we get down. That's what it do. That's what it do. All right. So, Jake, if you were to give that young man who decided to take a season off of football, if you were to give him any advice from where you're at right now, looking back at the 8U division, right when you took your season off, what kind of advice would you give that 8-year-old Jake?
See, like I said, train or never quit, bro. It's, you never quit. Football, it's a work ethic to it. So you gotta keep going at it, bro.
Yeah. So you think would that be a hard discussion to have? Because this is you're trying to talk a 7 to 8 year old into going back into something that they really don't know if they're in it or not in it. So I think that'd be a difficult conversation. But I appreciate the advice that you would give yourself. What would you say to anybody else? So I guess you would say the same thing to anybody else who is considering playing youth football. Would you give them the same advice?
Really, they gotta learn the basics first before they
Okay.
start playing. Cause some people don't know how to get in the stance.
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Do stand? I mean, let's talk reality real quick, folks. Does the stance matter?
Mm, yes,
Of
really.
course it does. Of course it does. That stance matters, right? There's an offensive stance and there's a defensive stance. They're two different. They're two different. You want to be able to move and get agile and quick. I know you play both sides, and I totally get it. Um, which one do you think you're more dominating in?
Defense.
Defense? This young man giving the note. Ain't no way this center's sitting there snapping that ball and not shaking in his boots every time this young man steps in front of him. Ain't no way, y'all. Ain't no way. You have to be a little bit nervous because I know you're going to look and you're going to say, well, oh, he's big and all, but he probably can't move. That's a lie. Check out the videos. You don't believe me? Go to that South Carolina Youth Sports page. Check it out. Go back a little bit. You ain't got to go back too far. And I tell you what, you don't believe me, I'll share a couple of them. And this young man is just straight grinding in the trenches, a trench god, if you will, a trench god when it comes down to it, man. Love watching you play. Hopefully one day, man, I'll come see you live. You go on FBU or anything like that. How was your experience at Showtime? What did you learn at Showtime?
Showtime, my first time, it was really a great experience. Like,
Yeah. All right. What I mean, you obviously you got with a team that you've never worked with before, never practiced with
yeah, it
before.
was a great team too. Let me say that. A
Yeah.
great team. Great
So
team. It was a lot of people from Virginia though.
yeah. Yeah. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, they come from all over when it comes to Showtime. That's exactly what it is. It is Showtime. We've done those events a couple of times. Um, your personal experience. What did you take back from it when you left? When it was on the drive home. What's one thing that kept sticking in your mind?
On Showtime,
Yep.
some of the players I played was like the best players. I feel like, but
Yeah.
most like they travel from a lot of places like Indiana, Ohio, a lot of places.
That's right. That's right. So they come from all over, and now you get to see a little bit of different style, a little bit of different gameplay, things like that. That'll hopefully sharpen your game when it comes time to it. So that is definitely a great experience for anyone to get into. If you have the ability to go to some of these showcases, some of these events, and some of these games, I definitely strive you to pick the right one for you. You know what I mean? Do your due diligence. Make sure it's feasible for you. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure that they're about the kids and for the kids and stuff like that. You definitely want to make your way out there. Who's this? Yep, Cameron Evans says 100 all day, all day. Um, what else? So we talked about school, right? The A's, the B's, 1C, favorite classes, things like that. Spare time, it's mostly in training and getting right for the next schools he potentially wants to go to, right? Even at 11 years old, you got to be thinking about that, especially you want to be D1, got to be treated D1, and you got to act D1. Texas, Notre Dame, and Alabama. If you all are listening, this young man's looking to make a home. He's looking to make a home. What high school will you be going to?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wee.
They actually got a game tonight against Dorman. Oh, Gaffney, I mean.
Ooh,
They got a game.
oh. That's gonna be good. Okay, all right. How's Spartanburg High been doing? I haven't heard too much from them this year.
I think we lost to we lost to we lost Dutch Fort.
Yeah,
Well, I think we beat Riverside and we beat somebody else. I forgot.
yeah.
Oh, and we lost to Northwestern too.
Okay. Dutch Fork is a hard one, man. That's always gonna be a game on game right there. Uh, shout out to Oceanside Collegiate, all right, the Land Sharks, who actually beat Dutch Fork last week.
Oh, they
So,
did.
huh?
Well, who beat Dutch Fort?
Oceanside,
Oh,
yeah, Oceanside. They're out of Mount Pleasant. They're down here in the Low Country.
oh,
They're down in the Low Country. Yeah, they're now praising them as almost like the Giant Killers or something. But I think it'll give them inspiration. It'll give them hope that they can be doing something bigger. So hopefully it rolls over for them tonight. I'm not sure who they play tonight, but I'll be having Coach Brent LaPrade probably on one of my Sunday shows. I'll bring him on a Sunday show and let him. We'll find out what's going on with the Land Sharks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen, this young man is just phenomenal. I love watching the videos. Tell Dad I appreciate him. Please do not stop sending those videos. Keep them going. If I'm not mistaken, the student should be making a decision here in just a little bit on who is the Skybox Bully MVP. So I know your video did get put into the mix. We made sure of that. Right, I had to call somebody up, man. He made sure to submit that video so the student can see it and see what was going on. But those guys should be making that here real soon. The student will be making that here real soon. Other than that, Big Jake, you got some shout outs? Anything you want to say to anybody?
not really.
No, man. Let's back up a little bit. Let's go into reality. Did you eat dinner yet?
No, sir. I'm finna go. Later. I'm finna go to the game.
Okay, you're going to the game. Are you paying to get into the game or somebody paying for you?
My dad.
Okay. Now, how you going to get there? You walking? Are you running? How do you get there?
Definitely not running. Oh,
Okay. So wait. And when you eat those dinners every night, Monday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, who's cooking?
mama.
Oh, so you are sure and you are positive. And when you got registration, when you reached in your wallet, you pulled out the registration money. Hey man, you pulled out the registration and paid your own registration this year.
No, sir.
So I believe you got a couple shout outs in mind, don't you, son?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's try that again. We're gonna rewind that just a little bit. Y'all know I'm just saying, come on. What am I here for? What am I here for? All right, Big Jake, as we get close to the end, I want to know, you got any shout outs? Anybody you want to say something to?
Yes, sir. Shout out to
All
my
right,
dad, to Cameron Evans and John Moore
there you
and
go.
Lucas.
There you go. Hey, man, we appreciate you for coming on. I know this is your first time on. Please, don't let it be your last. All right? Whenever you're ready to come on back, tell me how the season ended. Tell me anything new that's going on, stuff like that. You are more than welcome to come back to the show. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Jake from Sparkle City in the building. You already know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen. Hey, this young man, phenomenal. I can watch his videos again, and probably again. I actually have them saved on my phone to sit there and watch. Showed a couple of people his technique, his strength, his ability to move bodies. Like literally move bodies. Not talking about defense. Sometimes, we get a little lost in just defense only. We talk about offense. A lot of stuff I've seen. We talk about pancakes, man, and then hop up and then trot back to the huddle. We can teach some of that. We can teach some of that. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing we cannot teach is heart. And this young man has heart. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You can see it in his play. You can see it in his play. If you ever get a chance to watch this young man play, hopefully you ain't got to go against him. And if you do, all I can say is good luck. I know he's only one person, but he's that one person that might be able to make a difference. Because I seen a hole big enough to take my semi through. You know what I mean? So definitely make sure you eat your Wheaties centers, right? If you're on offense, you go ahead and go across this young man. Make sure you got all your Wheaties. You got to eat the whole box. Damn it, eat the whole box because you might need it. You're gonna be in for you pack your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner, your snacks. Get all that together because this young man's going in. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We thank you. Tomorrow, don't forget because we're early morning. We'll cut down just a little bit, but because we have our early morning, make our way to Myrtle Beach. Don't forget we will be live tomorrow. Who's this? Big Gators in the water. Big Gators in the water already. Can't wait to see y'all again, man. Spartanburg has always been a place to watch. Always been a place to watch. I like the Florida Gators look and all that stuff about them. They've always been suave. They've always been pretty, not pretty. They've always been professional, especially when we see each other because it's still family. It's still family, man. You guys know how we go. All right. So make sure y'all buckle up. Hold on tight. More PHCU Sports coming tomorrow live, straight out of Myrtle Beach. And we're going to get down like that. All right. Y'all already know the vibe. PhD.